Gotta move the fridge to unplug it because it makes noise. This is a pro production, guys. This is all professional, totally pro. We have a pro crew behind this camera.
Called light number 1, light number 2, light number 3. Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Those Annoying Vegans.
And today we're going to show you how to make one of the most popular breakfast dishes out there, an egg scramble. But of course, as you know, eggs are an animal product, so we're going to veganize it.
Now, we've talked on this channel before about Follow Your Heart's vegan egg and how much we love it. And in fact, we have made vegan egg scrambles. You can check our Instagram account for pictures. But we recognize that vegan egg is not as widely accessible as it will be someday. So today we are going with a tofu scramble, but we're going to epicify it.
Yes, we're going to epicify it with a bunch of wholesome veggies and spices, and even add in some vegan sausage for an extra kick.
And as always, this recipe is delicious, affordable, and easy to make.
So let's make it.
Let's make it.
So let's talk about eggs.
Let's talk about eggs.
Since that's what we didn't make.
That's not what we made.
Eggs are one of those topics of discussion that vegans and non-vegans alike debate on. Very common issue. When it comes to eggs, we think in the large scope of things. Eggs in the day and age that we live in come from factory farms. Egg-laying hens are kept in these massive warehouses or battery cages, and they have been manipulated to lay 200 to 300 eggs a year, whereas they would normally lay about an egg every month. Kind of similar to the reproductive cycle of someone we know. It's like having your period every day for a whole year. That would suck. We have these labels: cage-free, free-range, pasture-raised, and all these labels come with little loopholes.
There's no cages in the warehouse, so they're cage-free. Gotcha on a technicality.
And legally, they only really need to have one point of access to the outside. Free range means they're free to roam around inside the warehouse, but they cram thousands upon thousands upon thousands of chickens. The chicken on this side of the warehouse wanting to get to the outdoors and have to cross over
A sea of other chickens.
Right. And they can put all kinds of little pictures of farms and happy hens on your egg cartons. They don't have to reflect the actual conditions that those hens are kept in. And it's pretty much a given that a ton of these hens will die.
Just like with a lot of other animal product industries, it's factored in.
The energy that it takes to produce a single egg is really taxing on a hen's body. It's common standard practice to starve chickens for up to 18 days and refuse them water because their bodies go into shock and produce more eggs, and is cheaper for the corporations. Once they can no longer lay eggs due to various diseases such as ovarian cancer, fatty liver disease, impacted eggs, I mean, the list goes on.
Broken bones.
Broken bones. A lot of chickens eat their unfertilized eggs to replenish the calcium that they lost in the production of those eggs.
They lay so many eggs they don't have the time to replace the calcium that is in the shell of the egg. So a lot of chickens are calcium deficient.
In factory farms, they live about a year. Once they're spent, they are sent off to the slaughterhouse. They're often bruised. They often have broken wings, broken bones. Those chickens are ground up. They end up in your canned soup. They want to hide that from the consumer.
And also, we're really focused on the hens. We forget to talk about the roosters or the baby roosters because
who never made it to be a rooster.
They never make it that far because male chickens don't lay eggs. So they're not really that useful to the egg industry. Nearly all male chicks, after they're hatched, they're just killed. They're either ground up alive in a macerator, or they're just thrown into a trash bag and thrown into a dumpster or onto a trash pile or left to suffocate. They're a byproduct. They're useless. They're pointless. So we have
they don't make the egg industry
They don't make eggs. It's pretty disturbing to watch. You can find some footage of that on the YouTubes if you want to search it out, but we're not lying. They just murder male chicks. When you eat an egg, you're not actually eating a baby chicken. So that's good. But the bad news is that what you're eating is an unfertilized egg. So essentially you're eating a chicken's period. Mm-hmm. And fun fact, chickens only have one opening down there. It's called the cloaca. That's where all the urine, all the feces, all the eggs, they all come out of the same hole. And we wonder why there's so much salmonella contamination when it comes to eggs and chicken. And they're one of the highest sources of cholesterol per gram, if not the highest. Mm-hmm. Egg yolks are really high in cholesterol.
One egg contains 61% of your daily value.
Yes.
But nobody eats just one egg.
So if you eat 2 eggs, you're already over your daily recommended value of cholesterol. If you follow the standard American diet where they allow cholesterol into the diet, as you guys know, if you eat vegan, you consume
0.
That much cholesterol. I think if you're trying to lower your cholesterol,
eggs would be the first thing to throw out. Our tofu scramble has no cholesterol.
None. You can only consume cholesterol if you consume animal products.
Well, what if I raise my own chickens in a humane, small environment, and they're still my companions, and I only take their eggs as they lay them? I would say that would be 1,000 times better than the alternative, which we've highlighted.
That's a lot of what ifs. If you're going to eat 12 eggs a year, just eat 0 eggs a year. What's the difference?
Of course, we don't consume them because to us, if we're really getting to the moral issue of why we exploit animals in the first place, it comes down to choice. Cows do not willingly give you their flesh to eat. I don't see any hens willingly dropping off their eggs at your front door. Please make yourself a scramble. Have a wonderful day.
Like the Easter Bunny.
It's not your call. It's the chicken's egg. Just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Yes, like Ian Malcolm said in Jurassic Park, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they never stopped to think if they should.
Really? Did I steal that?
That's Jurassic Park.
I'm a genius. It comes down to just leaving the animals alone, as Gary Yourofsky says.
Aaron Janis has a video on the whole egg industry. We will link it below.
It's really good.
It's really good.
It's a little graphic, but you can just listen to it and you will get just as much out of it.
She recommends avocado on toast instead of eggs on toast. Mm-hmm. You know, we've used the vegan egg. We showed you how to make a tofu scramble. There's tons of other...
Tofu scramble.
we've showed you. There's tons of other egg replacements in terms of baking. There's a ton. They're completely unnecessary, just like cow's milk. Mm-hmm. It's just a product that another animal makes that we've decided we need, or we think that we need.
Or we like, or we want. I mean, it's all about us.
Our culture has decided it's okay, so let's eat this thing that's actually hurting you health-wise, hurting the chicken, and hurting the planet. Speaking of inefficiency, we just watched Leonardo DiCaprio's documentary
Before the Flood.
It's a really good documentary. We recommend that you guys check it out. I think we're a little late now because I don't think it's on YouTube anymore, but you can go to National Geographic's website. The one thing that he touched on that made me go, aha, see, that's it. It's the efficiency. Eggs are a horribly inefficient way of getting protein into your body.
And if we're talking about water usage as well.
That is why we love veganism, because you can start today.
You
can make a difference today.
It's so easy. It's like the most accessible way to make an enormous impact.
And you can do it every single meal.
Every single meal.
And because veganism is this easy to live, to execute in your everyday life, I posit, much like Stan Lee posited in Spider-Man, because I relate everything back to comic books, you have the power to change the world. You, thus, have a responsibility to do so. I'm telling you, I have a catalog of movie quotes in my head that I apply to life. And there's a lot of times there's silly quotes. Like one of my favorites is Tommy Lee Jones from Men in Black, who said 1,500 years ago, everybody knew that the earth was the center of the universe. And 500 years ago, everybody knew that the earth was flat. And 5 minutes ago, you knew that aliens did not exist on this planet. So imagine what you'll know tomorrow. That's a quote from a silly movie, but it's so true. Hey man, you stop eating eggs, you stop eating meat. What's one person gonna matter? Like with voting, right? What's one vote gonna matter? Doesn't matter, I won't vote. It's not just one. It's if everybody does it, all of a sudden it becomes so powerful and world changing. I want to leave this place better than the way that I found it.
And I get it, but I don't, sorry. I know people have their own problems and a lot to worry about. I know I have a life. I'm living it. Diet is not a difficult thing to modify. It's just a natural, should I have this or this? Oh, I'll go with that because I'm not harming a living being by eating that. That was so hard. Everything in my life is falling apart. It's worse than it was before.
And if you're a non-vegan and you're watching this video, how about eggs be the first thing you replace with this recipe? Try it out.
Yeah.
Just if you're hey, I want to make scrambled eggs tomorrow morning, make this instead. Just see.